Hey guys, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I will be presenting you guys with what are the 4 best beginner snakes in my opinion. But this video is actually a collaboration with my friend Katy being here, and she will be presenting you with 2 species and so will I. So I will put the link to her video down below in the description box. So please go check her video out too, and don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels. So the 4 species we are going to be talking about are 1. The ball python, the corn snake, the Mexican black king snake, and a hognose. So I am going to be starting off with the most common pet python out there and one of the most common pet snakes, which is the ball python. So this is a ball python. They are native to Central West Africa, but this type of color you will probably never find in the wild because these are like bred over years and years to get this color variation. So for ball pythons, there is thousands of varieties in colors and patterns. That's also why they are so widely kept as a pet snake, because they just have such huge variety and they're very easily accessible. Since there are so many ball python breeders out there, their availability is very easy. You can get one anywhere because there's breeders literally worldwide. So this color morph is called a bumblebee clown. It is not really expensive, but definitely not in the lower price range. Since for ball pythons, since there are so many different color variations, some more common than others, it's just that the price ranges between $50 and then a couple thousand, where the most expensive ball pythons even can range to the 10,000s. And he is not full grown yet. He is about a year old, so he still has some growing to do. Now, since there are so many breeders aiming for new color variations, every year there is new color variations every single year. And those are just, they get crazier and crazier. So ball pythons get up to 5 feet long. This is a male. Males only get around 3 feet. Females are the ones that get a bit bigger and can range up to 5 feet. So for a ball python tank, you should always get a tank that is at least as long as your ball python. So from the tip of the nose to the tip of the tail, that is how long the tank needs to be at least. For an adult ball python, a 40 to 50 gallon usually does the job. So the ball python gets about 20 to 30 years old, typically 20 to 25. But if you take really good care of them, they can get over 30 as well. Since ball pythons are really shy in a way, they love hiding, you really want to provide them with a lot of hide boxes and just leave them alone during the day as much as you can, because they are nocturnal, so they usually don't come out at night. They do come out at night, they don't come out during the day. That's what I meant to say. But once you get your ball python kind of tame, it's no problem. They will usually not mind you holding them and not get too stressed. So for temperatures, you do want a hot spot in the tank that reaches about 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which you can best achieve by using a heat pad. And the ambient temperature should be somewhere between 75 and 80 degrees. So feeders can be mice or rats, depending on the size of your ball python. He, for example, eats small rats already. For hatchlings, I would go with jumper mice, maybe adult mice. Just the appropriate size for the snake. But an adult ball python can very easily eat large rats. You want to feed an adult ball python every 1 to 2 weeks. For younger ball pythons, it is more common, but the problem with ball pythons is that they are known for going off food for long periods of time. For a first-time reptile keeper, that can be pretty stressful because you worry what your snake has, but you shouldn't worry because for ball pythons, it is actually very normal. But I think this is one of the best beginner snakes you can get just because they are so calm and docile and beautiful. So now for corn snakes, which are also one of the most commonly kept pet snakes. So this is a baby corn snake. This guy's about 10 months old. He is still pretty small. And when they're this young, they are still very jumpy and nervous. They get very defensive and scared. So they don't like to be handled a lot. They are much more nervous than the ball pythons are, and they will defend themselves with tail wiggling, I don't know what it's called, and also definitely striking. But as you can see, their faces are so small that even if they get you, it will be no more than a mouse biting you. Now, this species also comes in a lot of different colors and patterns and are also widely available because there are so many breeders out there. They are pretty friendly, especially when they get bigger, when they're not as defensive anymore, because baby snakes are always more defensive than adult ones. These guys get about 4 to 5 feet, but they stay much thinner than bull pythons. You can already see that he is super thin, but really long, but that's just how corn snakes are built. I'm gonna put him back because he's getting nervous and I don't want him to. So for these guys, you definitely want a tank that is at least as long as a snake again, but much higher, because these snakes really enjoy climbing and you kind of want to give that to them. Of course, you can keep a corn snake in a shallow tank as well, but it's just more natural for them to be able to climb on a lot of branches, plants, everything. They really enjoy that. These guys' ages can range between 15 and 20 years, but with good care, of course, you can also have them for more than that. So for the hot spot in this guy's tank, you want about 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which you can also reach with a heat pad, and the ambient temperature can just be room temperature and they will be fine. So since they stay so thin, they usually only feed on mice, but adults can sometimes eat small medium rats, but usually they just stick to adult mice once they're adult. Yet the hatchlings just eat freshly born mice as well, like the smallest mice you can get, because else they won't be able to get it down. Now for all snakes, never ever handle them at least a day after feeding, as that can cause problems for them, especially with regurgitation and everything. You shouldn't do it. So the hognose and the Mexican black king snake also make amazing pet snakes, especially because the hognose stays a bit smaller. If you were thinking that these are a bit big for you for a first snake, you might want to look into the hognose more than these two. So if you're curious about those two snakes too, then please go check out the link in the description and check out Katy's video where she talks more into those two species. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I think you noticed that these aren't full-on care guides, but just kind of like putting together the most important facts about each snake to let you guys choose the best snake for you. I hope you guys stick around and I see you here again soon.